So whether you're a YouTuber looking to edit your own YouTube videos, a gamer trying to edit your very own montages, or a student trying to edit your very own school project, editing is a very important skill, and you may be watching this video because you know nothing about it. Well, lucky for you, I'm going to be explaining in 10 minutes everything you need to know about the software Davinci Resolve. It's 100% free, and you can literally download it with no strings attached today. So without me going on some long intro about why it's the best, just like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you enjoy my in-depth step-by-step guide on how you could actually use the software. Let's get right into it. All right, so starting off, you're just going to want to download Davinci Resolve. So you can literally just come up here, go to Davinci Resolve download. I'll have a link in the description as well. You guys can go check that out. So literally press free download now, and then should be good to go. So after closing out of that, we're actually going to boot up Davinci Resolve, and I'll see you guys once I'm inside of there. Okay, so the first thing you want to do once you have Davinci booted up is you're going to go here to new project, and you're just going to type in 10-minute tutorial or something like that. Go into your edit tab. So the tabs in Davinci Resolve, I'm going to quickly go over them. There is a total of 7 of them. So we have media here, which allows us to look at our media, edit the clips, that kind of stuff. Cut tab allows for us to easily cut things out, cut the footage up, all that. Edit tab is the main tab that you're able to do a lot inside of in terms of just editing, cutting, adding effects, all that stuff. That's going to be the main tab that we're actually using in this video. Fusion tab is for a lot of advanced effects. You can edit keyframe properties, graph edit, look at the video metadata, all that stuff. Color tab is different adjustments for the video itself. So saturation, contrast, color boost, temperature, tint, all that stuff is done in the color tab. Now the Fairlight tab is actually going to be for editing audio effects. That's how you actually edit your audio tracks, your equalizer, all that stuff. And then the deliver tab is actually going to be where you edit your render settings and render out that final video. So that is basically a rundown on that. So starting off, we're going to go here to our edit tab, go into file, and we're going to change our project settings to 1920 by 1080, and then change our frame rate to 60. Now, once we've done that, there are some other settings you can change, but for me, literally all I do is I just change the frame rate to start off. We're going to press save right here, and then our project is going to be good to go to actually start editing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag in some random footage. So like you can see, I have a folder of like footage right here. You can drag in a random video, and that's gonna be that. So let me quickly break down what's on the screen right now. So top left is gonna be your media pool. That's where all of your files are gonna be that you actually have in your project. Bottom left is gonna be your effects library if we actually have that activated, and we're able to kind of look through all of that. Top right is gonna be your inspector tab, which has all of your properties such as zoom, and you got your positioning, you got your rotation, you got your ability to scale and pitch it, YAW, as well as your opacity, speed change, stabilization, lens correction, retime and scaling, all that stuff. And then right here we have our actual timeline with our toolbar right above that. So we have the actual selector tool. You're not going to use these. Blade tool you're going to be using in a second here. That's used to just cut up the footage. Snapping's for adding clips in and cutting down, and then linking and unlinking clips, as well as adding markers right here and zooming in and out of the timeline. So starting off, I'm going to quickly show you how you can cut a segment out of a video as well as adjust the duration of a video itself. So to adjust the duration of a video, Davinci Resolve allows for you to drag the left side down, drag the right side down. That actually allows for you to adjust the duration of that clip itself. So if we left click on the left side right here and we drag it down, that's how we could actually adjust the duration of that clip. But if we wanted to directly cut a segment out instead, what we can do is we can switch by clicking on that blade tool and left click where we want to split the layer. And let's say we want to get rid of this segment, so we split right here, we split right there. We actually switch back to our selector tool right here, click on that layer, press backspace on our keyboard, and then we can directly drag that over. So that's actually how we can get rid of segments on that. So let's say you are doing just a YouTube intro and you want to just cut out the parts that you don't want to be in there. So let's say you switch to your blade tool right here by either clicking B on your keyboard or clicking on the razor right here. You just come through, you delete the little segments, you can click B, just, you know, add a cut to wherever you don't want a portion being included. Let's just say you go through, you do all that, delete, click, delete, and that's basically how you can do that, for example. Now, next up, adding effects. Adding effects can be used for YouTube videos, for example, or a gaming montage, but I'm going to be going through a couple that Davinci Resolve actually includes. So, for example, if we come over here to the effects library, open effects, we can search up glow, and we're going to be able to actually drag that on directly to the layer itself. So we can come up here to the inspector tab after, change all these little settings right here, and that's basically how you can do that. You just adjust the settings to whatever you'd like, and that's how you could actually add an effect. So I'm not going to go through all of the effects. I just wanted to show you an example of adding one effect so you can kind of replicate that process with any other effect, for example. This goes the same for the fusion tab. If you literally click on a layer, go into the fusion tab, and you press control space on your keyboard, you can look up that same effect, but be able to edit the properties in a more advanced way inside of this fusion tab right here. And that's basically how you can do that, but kind of as an advanced user, if that makes sense. So next up, I want to talk about the text tool inside of Davinci Resolve, which can also be found in the effects tab right here. We're just going to go to titles and drag on this little text thing right here. The text tool, just like any other editing software, allows for you to edit what it's saying. So let's say it says hello. We're able to change it to whatever font we have installed on our computer. So I'm gonna change it to like Akira. We can change the size, change the tracking, which is the spacing of the letters, change the line spacing if we have multiple layers, change the alignment as well as the anchor to the middle of the screen, all that stuff, change the positioning. So I'm just going to drag the positioning down here. And the cool thing about Davinci is it has a built-in feature for drop shadow. So no other software actually has this. You have to add it completely separately, but that's actually, we're able to do that. So that's always super cool to see an editing software have built-in effects like that. So we're also able to add stroke as well. So you can see that that is able to be used like that. So that is just a couple examples of some built-in features in Davinci Resolve itself. So that's how you add text, for example. Now, finishing off for the actual effects tab in Davinci, video transitions are a great addition to the software itself. So for example, if you wanted to transition between two different videos, we can literally come over here to the video transitions and drag on one of these transitions right here, trim that down and have that. We can also use a non-additive dissolve, cross dissolve. Davinci also has, you know, band wipes, some glitch transitions, some left to right, zoom in and out, different variety in terms of that, but that's basically it for the effects side of things. Now let's say you want to add something but you don't want to add it directly to the actual clip itself. You can go over here to effects, go to the top, drag in an adjustment clip, and then what you can do is you can go to the effects library, actually find that glow or whatever you wanted to add, drag it to and add it to the adjustment clip. That way, if you span that adjustment clip past multiple layers, it'll actually allow you to have that effect spanning the entire duration of the adjustment clip. So that's how you can actually utilize that. I always use adjustment clips for all of my effects, and that's basically that. Now in terms of video controls, I'm going to quickly show you in the top right here. So we got our zoom. Let's say we wanted to zoom in our video, we can do that, as well as change the positioning and zoom. Maybe we want to have our face on the left side of the screen for whatever reason. That is how you do that. Now rotation's also an option, as well as your anchor point for zooming into that. So if we made our anchor point all the way over here, our anchor point's going to zoom into wherever we actually have it set to. So that's an example of that. Now stabilization can be used for cinematic type shots, as well as changing our speed, reversing the clip, retiming the clip, lens correction if our shot's a little off. That's basically how you do that. So the audio controls are very basic as well. You can just adjust the volume down here. This is in decibels, so this number would be negative 30.53 decibels. Panning would pan between the left and the right of your headset. So negative values would be your left, positive values would be your right. Semitones and cents would change the pitch of the audio itself, as well as the equalizer allows you to change those specific values if you know how to use audio graphs. But that's basically that. Now moving into the deliver tab, once you have that final product, whatever you're editing, this is a super basic guide. So if you want something specific, such as a YouTube video tutorial or a gaming montage tutorial, I'll have those in the description so you guys can go check that out and kind of learn about whatever specific project you were actually going for. Once you're actually done that, you can name it literally whatever, change the location or wherever folder you want it to. So let's say your YouTube videos folder, change all of your settings right here. You can change your bit rate to literally whatever. I would recommend 100,000 kilobytes per second as a minimum, and you press add it to render queue and render it out. And that's basically it. But if you guys did enjoy, you learned something, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys did pick up on something. Make sure to comment down below what you want to see on the channel in terms of a tutorial in the near future, and I'll get around to that. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.